What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of the CubCast Daily, our daily news section we are running here on the channel, and we have been running it for nearly a year now, exploring different conversations, topics, breakdowns, lists, news articles, and interviews all around the latest international music news, and I'm very excited to be getting into another episode today. I've recently come to the conclusion, actually, that I really enjoy doing these as episodes and sort of like sound bites, almost like sort of news breakdown articles that happen throughout the day. It really allows me to keep up with the sort of journalistic side of the music industry, which I really enjoy being a part of. And more than anything else, it means I get to communicate with you guys in the comment section down below. So please do make sure you are getting involved in that comment section. We do read every single comment that comes onto the page, and more than anything else as well, make sure you're interacting with each other. I love seeing it like almost like a discussion-based comment section, and I know YouTube is sometimes a place where it's a little bit volatile, but I try to make sure that everyone in the comments down below is able to kind of express an opinion more than anything else, because that's essentially what this channel is all about. I'm merely the sort of vehicle that sits here and breaks the stuff down, and you guys get to enjoy it in your own way, which is so much fun. So today we are getting back into international music news, and we are kind of looking at a couple of different areas here. We're going to be talking about AKON, who is back in the news once again. He was over in the UK over on Radio 1 Extra at the BBC. I know AKON's kind of getting back into a more sort of musical landscape at the moment. He released a new single recently, and we saw him on a couple of American stations actually talking about Burna Boy in there and a couple of other of the sort of Nigerian artists that are doing a lot at the moment, and how obviously him as a sort of earlier representative of kind of African music on a more sort of global scale, how that made him feel and the artists that he's looking up to and things like that. So make sure you check that out, the sort of breakdown we looked at. But alongside that, he's back in the UK at the moment. He went on to BBC Radio 1 Extra, and apparently he had a fair bit to say about l.a.x, who is obviously absolutely killing it, one of the biggest sort of artist exports out of Ghana this year. His rise has been fantastic. Again, so many of you on the channel absolutely adore what l.a.x is doing, as do I. I think he's an incredible artist, and I've been loving the fact we've been able to kind of break down his sounds and styles here on the channel, and so many more of you guys have been able to get involved. Obviously, as a YouTuber, you're always looking for new subscribers and new subscriber kind of fan bases, and you guys have been absolutely amazing since coming on board with the sort of CubCam TV movement, and it's great to see l.a.x's progression absolutely soaring more than anything else. So we're going to take a look at a clip from this interview that I've seen popping up on Twitter and have a little discussion about it afterwards. So yeah, I'm excited to see what AKON's been saying. Again, I'm a massive AKON fan. I remember listening to him back in the day when I was growing up. Again, I loved how sort of unique he was with what he did. I remember when Lonely first landed, it was like such a breath of fresh air. And obviously, he's gone on to make absolute bangers with some of the biggest sort of dance music records in the world, and also doing, obviously, the convict music side of things as well. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what he's saying about l.a.x. SHERIF. Let's go.
So what other artists do you see on the continent that you feel, you know what? Yeah, this is it.
I'm a huge fan of l.a.x SHERIF right now. I think he...
Okay.
Maybe because he just reminded me of the energy of myself when I came out. When I see him, and I remember that first record, bro. I was in New York City when a friend of mine named Bako from Mali played me the song. I said, yo, who the F is that?
Yeah.
You know what? A lot of people that I've spoken to about l.a.x SHERIF have said the exact same thing, and I'm assuming that's Kwaku. I'm assuming that's Kwaku the Traveller, because I remember when that tune first landed, everyone just didn't know how to react to it. Everyone was literally going, what on earth is going on? I mean, it could have been Second Sermon, obviously, because that features Burna Boy as well, and you get to hear a real kind of slightly more aggressive energy, I feel, from l.a.x SHERIF on that one. But I think Kwaku the Traveller is probably the tune he's talking about, because that, for me, when I first heard that, was just like, wow. And to an extent, I actually agree with what he's saying there about the similarities between AKON and l.a.x SHERIF. When AKON first arrived, he was so different and so unique, and you actually felt like, to an extent, again, this is coming from someone who's not lived AKON's life at all, and has lived a completely different sort of set of circumstances, but you can hear the kind of emotion in what he was doing and the storytelling element. So it's really cool to hear him make that comparison.
Bro, like you can hear, you can hear in his voice.
Mate,
like,
that's what I just said.
You don't even
exactly what I just said.
You can feel the pain, you feel the struggle, you hear the challenges, but you can just hear a ghetto kid just wanting to get out.
Yeah.
Like, it's just... it's the way he says it. Like, you know it's real. It's not nothing that's fabricated.
Absolutely.
I think for a lot of people, again, including myself on this, and I need to stress, I am not in any way claiming to have lived any kind of lifestyle that I haven't done. I've lived in Brighton my whole life, basically, so it's obviously a very different sort of upbringing. But again, you can still kind of hear, and you can hear that there is a message there. However that message is translated to different people. Whenever you hear a Black Sherif tune, you can hear that emotion, that sort of personality, and again, that you can hear the pain. You can hear that in the way that he enunciates and the way that he is, and also when he's off camera, just how sort of more quiet and humble and kind of more reserved he is. It's so interesting seeing the two different dynamics. And again, I just love seeing AKON giving the guy praise, man. Again, AKON's a hero in my eyes. So.
I'm saying,
Absolutely.
and you feel that, especially if you've been that. You understand?
100%.
And he's just one of those, like, I was like, wow, this kid is going to be something stupid. And if no major picks him up, they need to get to him before I do. I promise.
Why did I feel that we was getting to that? Because you don't play when it comes to talent.
No.
That's one thing we know. We can go through the list of some of the biggest talents that.
I'm actually really interested to see this because I don't know AKON's full sort of label history. I probably should do some more digging on it. But I'm pretty sure. Sheriff's with Empire, obviously, but it's really interesting just to see the way that he's like, look, I will do this. I'll do it. If no one else does, I'll do it, and it's really cool to see that. And again, it's true. He's exploded on a completely different scale to anything I've seen in the last few years.
Maybe people overlooked, Lady Gaga, T-Pain. The list does go on, but I'm just giving them two absolute world-class, stars. So like Black Sherif, you better run somewhere.
He's a beast. That boy right there is a monster. No, he's the voice to me. He's the voice of the youth in Africa.
Amazing. That's such a cool thing to see, man. Again, I always try to keep up to date with these clips, especially when people are coming over to the UK. And AKON obviously has this kind of international affinity with kind of African music and African artists. As I said, he did an interview recently over in America. I'm pretty sure it was on either The Breakfast Club or Shade 45 or something like that. It was on one of the sort of big breakfast shows over there. And it was really interesting hearing him talk about, obviously, Burna and Wiz and Davido and everyone like that. But yeah, it's really cool to hear him and the praise he has for Black Sherif especially. Again, I know Black Sherif's fan base are incredible and they follow everything he does. He's literally just come off the back of two very exciting UK performances. Obviously, he did Coco, which was a sold-out show, and then also he did the Mobos, which was such a cool thing to see, especially when it was... he did Second Sermon and he did Kwaku the Traveller there, and just seeing the way people reacted to it was so exciting to see. But there we go, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. Obviously, AKON is a legend of the game, someone who has propped up numerous different artists over the year. How do we feel about AKON kind of saying he's the one that Black Sherif's the one that he's feeling the most at the moment, which would be really cool to see. Let me know your thoughts, of course, in the comment section down below. As I said before, we do read every single comment that comes onto the page, and I thank all of you for taking the time out of your day to actually engage with these videos. I absolutely love seeing so many of you here, and it gives me a lot of energy to make me kind of go, okay, I'm going to do another video, because you guys seem to really enjoy them. So there we go. As always, friends, if you are new to the channel as well, do make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, of course turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff, and we shall see you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now. My they sounding a Brighton town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCast TV. Stay locked.